What's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about frog fishing. I know the season's kind of winding down for frog fishing, but I wanted to show you 3 frogs. They're pretty crazy, unique frogs that I've been fishing this fall. I think you'll like that you may not have heard of. Thanks to all the new people subscribing, and thanks to the old subscribers. Please continue to like and subscribe if you like this sort of content. This channel is about bass fishing trends, things that I'm learning, tackle, baits, reviews. That's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna talk about some frogs. And like I said, the frog season's kind of winding down. It's almost November. It's not really a good frog time, honestly, but the fall bite has been really good, and it's gonna be good again this spring. And the 3 frogs that I've been using are from Noris, and I've really had no experience with these frogs. I'm gonna walk you through 3 of them because they're really unique. They got crazy names, they got different actions. They're 3 completely different frogs. You can see this is the one I have rigged up right now. This is called the NF60. I'll give you a closer look of it. So it looks like a regular hollow belly frog. Really it doesn't look anything different than a Spro or anything else, but there's a lot of design in this, and these are Japanese baits, so they're gonna be highly technical. This really is designed to be as weedless as possible based on that hook placement, but also it's supposed to help with hooking fish more because the body can collapse that center. Now, one thing I noticed about fishing this frog a lot is it rides really high, and that's by design. It's supposed to do that. So it walks a little bit higher with kind of like a nose up. If you're used to a normal frog, it looks like it's not working right almost. If you're just used to a standard Spro or anything else, it kind of walks tip up, which gives it a different action. It's a little bit heavier frog too, so it has a little bit more of an impression on the water, and again, walking up. It's just something different. I did get bites on this. I haven't caught a lot of fish on this one, honestly, just because I've been fishing the other ones a lot more, but really unique. It is a premium frog from Noris. It's 17 bucks, so it's not a cheap frog by any means, but frogs are really almost impossible to lose unless you cast them into trees. They generally last a lot of fish. The next one's actually been my favorite. This is the Ibugaro, and sorry if I'm mispronouncing all these, but it's a really unique frog, especially this color. This is looks like a shrimp or a crawfish, but one thing you'll notice about it is it has these long strands. Instead of just the double skirt like we're used to with all American frogs, it's just one single strand. So this is going to give it a little bit different action on the top of the water, obviously. So is that slender profile, and it has a popping mouth. Now this one I caught a bunch of fish on it. I actually almost wore this frog out because of that right there. You just pulling fish through the grass. It did come out, the hook came out. That's just part of it if you're fishing thick hydrilla. But it's got a great walking action and a nice splashing action. This one's a little bit cheaper too. It's about $12.99, 13 bucks at Tackle Warehouse. I will put links to all these at Tackle Warehouse. Again, these are affiliate links like I do in all my videos. It does help the channel. It doesn't change anything on your end, but just wanted to give you the heads up on that. And the other thing that I really thought of when I first saw this was how interesting that hook is. It's really kind of narrow, really. It's a longer hook. It goes all the way up to the tie right here. And I pulled one out, so I saw the hook. It's tied together right there, but it's a really narrow hook. And that was really a concern, how it would hook fish. And in fact, I posted this on my Instagram stories a few months ago. When I got these frogs in, my buddy Justin down in Florida, he said, I had that frog years ago, got it from Japan, and it just didn't hook fish very well. I had a completely different experience. Obviously it depends on how they bite it, things like that. But every fish that I caught on it was hooked right in the center of the mouth with these 2 hooks, pinned. Like I said, I was dragging them through hydrilla, thick stuff, and they stayed hooked. So I really like those hooks. I guess it just depends on how the fish are biting that day, but I thought there was no problem at all with that. You could see here, since I kind of already messed this frog up, but you can see the hooks are tied together right there. It's just like, just to keep them from splitting. So out of the 3 that I'm gonna show you, this is definitely my favorite one, just because I caught the most fish on it. Not to say it's better or worse than the other ones, it just seemed to work better for me. Now the last one's another unique one. This is called the Hashan, I believe is how you pronounce it. This one is a very narrow frog as well, and look at how long that tail is on there. So it's really different than what we're used to, again, as American anglers. And this body, and I did some research on this, this was actually designed after a walking bait. That's really what it looks like. If you think about it, it looks like a little topwater walking bait, like you'd fish, a super spook or a Sammy or anything. It's got that same body shape, thin shape. It's got these little cups here to get it to walk, and it does walk incredible. And then you have this on the back. It kind of slides back and forth. This is basically like throwing a topwater walking bait into cover. That's really what it is. That's the best way to describe it. It works really well, has a nice side-to-side action. you could just throw a topwater bait anywhere. Grass, you can throw it around anything you want, trees, anything. Just those places that you wish you could throw a regular topwater bait with treble hooks, that's what this is for. And even this shad color. So it does get bit, has a really unique slithering action, walking side to side. Really like fishing it. Really like fishing all these just because they are different than what we're used to. I mean, we all love our Spros and, snag proofs and the KVD frog and live targets. I mean, I've done videos on those. I've caught fish on all those, but I always like to show fish something a little bit different. And that's what you get with these three, because you have kind of your standard frog that walks a little bit higher in the water, a unique thin walking and splashing topwater, and then basically a weedless walking topwater bait. So these are all unique frogs. All the stuff that I've used so far from Noris, I've really liked. Like I said, when I first got the package of all the stuff from Noris, I will do a review of everything. That's what this is. I did the stuff on the Flip Cogill. I'm going to continue to review all their different plastics that I got. But right now, I'm still in frog mode. It's hopefully get another week or two out of it, but you know how it goes. So if not, these will be ready for me in the spring.